Hi, I'm E.D. Lewis, and welcome back to another October edition of my Nocturnal reviews. Like I said, it's October. I'm not really sure what else to say with that. So, by the way, that's Helga. She's my little witch friend that I have procured, and she's supposed to... She has a sensor here, but she's not going off. Helga. There we go. A little show and tell before I started. She actually goes up higher, but she's not in frame, so I thought I'd just lower her down for at least this video. And then she'll go up here. So. Okay, well anyway, so welcome back to my channel. That was just a little side note, I guess a tiny little segment. So anyway, I'm doing a review on Autumncrow, which I recently finished reading, and it is definitely a book that is perfect for this time of year, and especially perfect for this month. I finished it just after the first, I think so anyway, or maybe I'm pretty sure I finished it after the start of the month. So it is Autumncrow by Cameron Chaney, BookTube's very own Cameron Chaney, who, his channel is called Library Macabre, and I'll put the link to it down below in the description, and you should check this book out. I am going to tell you right now, I gave this book 5 stars before I forget, and usually I don't read the synopses that's provided with books usually, only on occasion I'll do that. I'm going to do that this time because it's just easier, and then I'll go into my thoughts. So, let's go to the about the book, and let's see. By the way, this book was published in 2019, so it's still a fairly recent read. And also, Mr. Cameron Chaney actually has another book coming out called Autumncrow High, and it's set to come out, well, I don't think there's a set date at this time, because he's still working on it. It's supposed to come out maybe sometime this month, maybe sometime in November, but it's coming out soon, and I can't wait for that, because I'm very intrigued after reading Autumncrow. So, the synopsis says, "Welcome to Autumncrow Valley, where every night is Halloween. Enjoy your stay, but first, a few words of warning. Stay out of the forest. Never venture out after dark. And don't stare too long into the shadows. You may not like what you see. Have a pleasant visit. We hope it won't be your last." Author Cameron Chaney presents 7 new tales of All Hallows terror. Along with his newly revised novella, There Are Monsters Here, in print for the very first time. So that is the about the book. And this book has a really awesome cover. I love that cover. This book really makes me kind of want to visit. You know, I know there's no such place as Autumncrow, but I wouldn't mind visiting it. I don't think I want to live there, though, due to some of the things that happens to people in the book, those who live there and those who visit. But as long as my visit would be as safe, you know, I'm there and then I get to leave safely, then I'm okay with that. I'd love to visit it. So, this is a horror book and anthology. It has 7 tales plus a novella. Like I said, it's perfect for Halloween season, for spooky season even, that starts back in September when we're already starting to read spooky stuff and watch spooky movies. And it's one of those, since it's an anthology, you could read like a story every day till the book's over. Or you could even read it in like the last 7 days before Halloween and then read the novella on Halloween. Or you could jump around, read different tales, you know, whatever you want to do. But like I said, it is perfect for Halloween. Halloween does take place, some of the stories do take place at Halloween, some of them don't. But, it's a very good compilation, and early on, when you get the first story, which is called Follow Me In, I thought it's a really short one. It's the shortest story in there. It was a nice little introduction to Autumncrow, and it was kind of sad, kind of heartfelt, because very much the stories in here, they range from funny, creepy, gory, heartfelt, and a little sci-fi horror is thrown in there too. Which I was a little surprised by having the sci-fi horror. And, I mean, quite literally, some of it is quite funny, and some of it is quite creepy and cringy, which is perfect. Among the tales in here that were my favorite are Pumpkin Light, which is one of those very heartfelt stories. Made me feel sad, but also made me feel happy and stuff. And it's not, that one's not one of the scary ones, but it's very festive. It takes place on Halloween night, and I just don't want to ruin any of it for you, so I'm just kind of telling you a little bit about that. Crypt TV is another one of my favorites, and it's one of the more funny ones, and has a little bit of a heartfelt moment to it, but that one's definitely one of my favorites, and a lot of the stuff that Cameron Chaney says in his videos seems to appear in in that story, and I thought that was just awesome. And then I really loved also the novella, There Are Monsters Here. That one was kind of heartfelt. It was kind of deep and dark, and it dealt with a lot of personal demons of the character, and so I particularly liked that one also. I mean, I liked all the tales, but those three are my absolute favorites. I also really loved that in several instances in this book, Cameron Chaney makes references to all kinds of horror classics. He makes references to Elvira, Mistress of the Dark, the character, I mean, not the movie, House of Wax, several horror films, and I thought that was just fantastic. So I gave this, like I said, 5 stars. This was an awesome, awesome book. I highly recommend it if you're looking for a Halloween read. I know it appeared in my last video, which was Halloween, books to read around this time. And this one is definitely a fave. And probably one I will definitely pick up next year. I may even pick up and reread one of the stories again before Halloween, just, to bring more atmosphere to, my Halloween festivities, which I'm already doing. I'm already watching horror films and stuff, so... And of course, I'm reading spooky stuff, because currently I'm reading Dr. Frankenstein's Daughters. And that's an interesting one I plan on reviewing in the future. But, highly recommend Autumncrow by Cameron Chaney. So go check this out. It's available in paperback and Kindle. And also check him out, his other works, because there's some anthologies in there where he, that are under his author list, as well as he's also in local con, so do check out that, which is another great read for the Halloween season. So, that's my review, and I will see you next time for another Nocturnal review. Bye-bye.